It is once again my favorite time of week, and that is Tuesday evening. We are about a half hour late, but that's okay. We will be a slightly conjuncted three little birds, and we're pretty stoked to be here. I'm fired up because every week this is an excuse for me to get some of my favorite songwriters, local and from abroad, on the same stage as me, so I can feel cool while they do amazing things. And tonight is no different. So I'll start by introducing you to our songwriters tonight. So, sitting center stage, a longtime friend of mine and a fantastic songwriter, a great guitar player, and an all-around amazing soul. She daylights as a teacher and moonlights as a musician. Please welcome to the stage, Michaela Bray. And on the far end of the stage, a man that's becoming a closer and closer friend of mine. Every time I see him, he is on tour on a 16-date in 17 days tour. So we're really lucky to have him. He has been releasing a bunch of tunes this summer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Ryan McMahon. So this is a fun little night. It's our songwriters night, and we get to kind of share our songs, share a little bit of the story behind the songs, maybe collaborate, and then after that we're going to do our open mic as well. And for any of you interested in the open mic, if you haven't already signed up, there is one auxiliary spot available. So you're welcome to sign up. There's no guarantee you'll get on, but the 4 spots have been filled. And I do want to point out that this is also one of our free music nights, and Redbird has been doing free music since the beginning of Redbird, and it only exists because of your generosity, your generation as well. Your generosity. We have made it easier than ever to tip. If you want to tip us the old-fashioned way with a $100 bill, feel free to drop it in that front tip jar on the subwoofer. And as well, we have a QR code. There's a QR code on the very front. You're welcome to use that. However, if you are using an old school iPhone 6, look up above the kitchen, and there's a giant QR code that we can all use. Just point it from where you're sitting, and that all those proceeds go to the artists tonight. And I will mention that Ryan's been on the road for many days, and it always helps to put some gas in the tank, and maybe help him buy a couple extra baked goods tomorrow morning. Well, I'm going to start off with probably going to start off with an old tune because it's comfortable, and in honor of Ryan joining us, this is a tune I wrote about 1981 Volkswagen Westphalia I toured in, and this is a tune called Miles and Miles. Give me a way to feel alive. Write me a letter, hold it slow for ride. Miles and miles. Shed all these worries like rain. Get inside, oh, let's take the train. Miles and miles. Keepsakes and memories are all we need to make it home. Yep. Burned all my bills the other day. Don't need the baggage, we're gonna find our way. and miles. Sunny days and starry nights, I will fill our lives. Only doing what is good and a God-given right. To the three, a life where we decide to coincide. Taking days as I go on the open skies. You want one, right? Things I've had, I've gone and sold. I don't need everything till I go. After miles and miles, keepsakes and memories are all we need. Keepsakes and memories are all we need to make our home. Thanks, buddy. I'm comfortable. That feels good. It feels good. How are you feeling, Michaela?
Pretty not bad so far.
Pretty not bad.
Pretty not bad.
Excellent. Have you been listening to anything particularly inspiring this never-ending summer?
It's never an. It's always inspiring. Everything, everywhere. The first song that I'm going to play is a combination of two things. I like to write poems. That's usually how my songs start. Also cheaper than therapy. So the first half of, or the first like inspiration of this was my like brief obsession with the moon. I don't know. I was very inspired by it. And then the second half was this very angsty poem that I wrote. I was going through some things, but I was looking back on some of my writing, and it was a poem something along the lines of, "I told you I was worth my weight in gold. Too bad you bit it. Sorry I broke all your teeth." It was very aggressive. So I toned it down a little bit. Yeah, I know. So I toned it down, and I wrote a song. It's about kind of relearning your self-worth. It's called Loose Ends. That's not my song. Ooh. It's the battery again, I swear. There we go. Yeah, it's a I don't think it's relatively new. I mean, the last 3 Little Birds I played, this exact thing happened to me. I don't know what it is.
Do you want to play on next?
Yeah, sure.
These are old strings. You might not like them.
No, it's fine. We'll see what happens.
Or if you want to, I mean, he's got a Taylor either way. I'm going to pop your cable out.
Yeah. I think I have one. Thanks.
That might be, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, thank you. See, sorry, I guess that'll just be chilling. All right, just kidding. I'm back.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Hell yeah, baby. All right, this is actually loose ends. I wrote a letter and I burned it in my backyard. I put a curse on you as I stared up at the stars. New moon means something, I don't believe much in the sky. But you're somewhere up in the night. I gave up searching for a belief that feels like home. All we have in common is shallow and undertoned. Catharsis is quiet and honest and too drying out. The moon's not as heavy now. Told you it was worth my weight in gold. You still tried to bite instead of holding me close. Give it to me straight in my heart to handle. A shot, a sip, I'll keep rambling on. Tying loose ends until you're gone. I take up running like I can chase it all away. If I'm too busy catching my breath, I can't regret anything I'll say. If I'm being honest, it's all tasting sweet again. Surrender is delicate. Told you it was worth my weight in gold. You still tried to bite instead of holding me close. Give it to me straight in my heart to handle. A shot, a sip, I'll keep rambling on. You're tying loose ends until you're gone. Wrap a string around my finger, pull it tight so I won't forget the wax and wane of that December. Quarter moon and I'm half in. Put it all into a bottle, tossed it out into the lake. You'll just wash ashore as beach glass. Rest assured I'll be okay. I told you I was worth my weight in gold. You still tried to bite instead of holding me close. Give it to me straight in my heart to handle. A shot, a sip, I'll keep rambling on. You're tying loose ends until you're gone. Thank you. Sisterhood of the Traveling Guitars over here. Ooh, yes, please. Thank you. Carry on. Pretend I'm not here.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
It was.
Okay. You left your accoutrement.
My sincerest apologies.
I didn't know you spoke French.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's the one.
Très bien.
Man, so what am I gonna do here? I made a big list last night. I was in Golden in my hotel room. Looking forward to seeing you tonight. I don't know what you want to do first. Let's do a song that says it's okay to be sad, but get on with it. Figure it out and get happy again. This is a song, it's new. It's new to me, but it's if you've never seen me before, it's probably new to you too. It's called Get Low. We could take the summer off, suss out everything we lost, come back as an astronaut that can't get off the ground. We can fly to paradise, buy up all the movie rights, and talk about our high lives, make your mama proud. In from the rain to remember our names. What did you say? You are tired of running slow. Sometimes you're gonna get low. Get low. We can turn the car around, roll back into town. Local bullies didn't get us down, we didn't hit them anyway. We can procrastinate, let the years betray, and give it all to the kids one day. Wasn't it all great? I come up for air from the ocean floor. I like it better down there than I did before. We don't know which way we're going to go. Sometimes you're just fine, sometimes you get low. Yeah, you get low. All right. You can show the world you're fine and everything you bought online. The most toys at the finish line wins a mountain of debt. So play me that song of mine from back in '99, when I was always in 4/4 time, from the top till the end. So we're raising the toast to the party and the pain, 'cause you're gonna get them both every day. We don't know which way we're going to go. Sometimes you're just fine, sometimes you get low. Yeah, you get low. Sometimes you get low. Yeah, you get low.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I miss your energy, man. You should move to town.
Well, it's pretty hard to leave the island. I like it here. I love the Okanagan, man.
So I got the job of following you all night, eh? Super.
I'll play a real stinker next time.
No, don't, please. I don't know if you have a stinker. My girlfriend requested that you played a song, and I mean, you've probably been playing it all summer. So
Yeah. Well, we'll think.
we can pretend that you played it.
If we warm it up, maybe we can do it. It's hard to sing, man.
That's true. Yeah. So what day are you on your tour?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even understand how I got here. Yeah. It's good. It's a good place to be, though.
It is a good place to be. Ryan and I were talking before tonight, and we were talking about hotel rooms in Golden, and we're not going to talk about which hotel rooms in Golden, but I had the worst hotel experience of my life as an artist and as just, a patron in Golden, and this happens So I went on vacation with my partner, and we came back from Mexico. And as we're landing, it's like March 13th, 2020, or March 11th, 2020, somewhere in there. And the way I go on vacation, or have historically gone on vacation as a touring artist, is I tour a whole bunch, like for months prior to, so I have a bit of a wad of cash to spend in Mexico or wherever I go. And then I come back usually with nothing. usually enough gas to get me to the next gig. And that's kind of an allegory for my life, but we're not going to get into that. Anyways, so we landed, and we heard the world was starting to lock down. Not Canada yet, but places were starting to lock down. And I talked to my first 2 venues, and they were like, yeah, we're still a go. And so I headed out, and the first show was a double night in Golden. And I was playing at the ski hill for 2 après skis, and then I was playing one night at this great little bar in downtown Golden called the Rockwater. And the hotel I was put in, Ryan and I have bonded on this hotel because, there was a day in this hotel when it wasn't so nice. And I remember a couple times walking back in and out of your hotel room. You're in and out a few times, you go to eat and stuff, and just being kind of, that icky feeling when you walk into a place and you're like, this is not my comfort zone. That was that. There were marks on the wall, perfect, like rectangular marks of where photos had been hung for years, and the photos were removed. And you could see where they were removed from, and there was some wires hanging out of the right beside a gap in the baseboard, ostensibly for a baseboard heater. And one of the taps was like a shorn copper pipe, and what sealed the deal was essentially the shower head popped off in my face while I was trying to take a shower.
You took one in the face in Golden.
I sure did. I wish I wrote that song.
You should call it a golden shower.
Ooh, all right. That's
sorry.
the next song I write. But I ended up writing this song because that was a moment in my life. As artists, we tend to have these moments where we're like, fuck it all. I'm done. I'm gonna wash my hands of this art thing and go get a real job and be a productive member of society. And that was kind of one of those moments. I just had a great holiday, and I was stoked to go on tour for I think it was 3 weeks. And day 2, the shower head blew off in my head. Day 3 is when I got all the cancellation emails. So I wrote this song. This is about that balance that we walk as artists. This is called Life Underwater. Life underwater never seemed to bring me what I want. I can no longer hold my breath. I keep getting out. I hear every day, you gotta hold fast, boy. You gotta stand tall. And they're preaching to me. Tell me now, how do I conquer it all? But the sea brings more than I could. Always 2 steps back, 1 step forward. In time, it has a funny way of teaching us lessons. Just like clouds, they make a sunny day less impressive. And I can't be the only one who can get no more. And I look forward with this shaking head, and I'll open the door. I'm going down, I'm counting down each beat with the chord and note. And I'm under the gun. I could be outside singing songs I wrote. It's always 2 steps back, 1 step forward. And as time goes past, I get teacher's lessons. Just like clouds, they make the sunny day less impressive. And I can't be the only one who can dread no more. And I look forward with this shaking head, and I open the door. Just an artist and his problems, all the reasons he can't solve it. Look past the glass and you'll see me, just another wall try to break free. Yeah, time has finally teaching us lessons. Just like clouds, they make the sunny day less impressive. And I can't be the only one who can dread no more. And I go forward with this shaky head, and I open the time, it has a funny way teaching us lessons. Thanks. It comes around to a happy, it's a little bit happy. I didn't quit. Thought about it.
That's a great song.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah.
I know, I like that one. Fingers crossed that my guitar actually works this time. Those are sounds. This is good.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Kind of sounded like
This guy-
somebody was playing a violin, like just like one note straight last time.
Yeah. Just like a good drone. We love that once in a while. A didgeridoo just out of nowhere. One day, not today. The next song that I'm going to play is a newer one. I try my best to keep up with the news and current events and blah, blah, etc. But sometimes I get overwhelmed because the world is a big, scary place. And then I have to take a couple weeks off, just like, a little break from the happenstance of the world. This year in particular has been one of those years where I've had to take several breaks of like disabling the news apps, not listening to, CBC News, even though I like, the music and whatever. But there's been a lot of stuff this year that's been both like on a micro and a macro level of, I don't know, just taking this information in personally. And I don't know, this song is kind of about like autonomy as a person and rights as a human, but also just like it's one thing, it's an amalgamation of things, it's many things. Did it start off also as a poem? Yes, it did. This is called Sight Unseen. Still doing it, eh? Maybe, I don't know. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll try that. Just kidding, to be continued.
In the meantime, I just want to say I dig your style, like a lot. I watched you guys come in. I love that you just set up shop, and you're gonna play some cards. Like, if we had millions of you that would just come and see us do our thing, That would make me really happy. You got the whole energy about that. The two of you is just awesome. Yeah. I don't know what to say next. Yeah, just complimentary. I think you guys are rad. Yeah.
We'll do one more. I've got an old trick for Taylor batteries.
Yeah.
You gotta get it smaller. Sorry. I had an old tailor that did this occasionally, and sometimes you just needed to slide a tiny piece of a pick behind the 9-volt to get it touching the contacts. A little bit better.
Touching the contacts.
Touching the contact. Technical speak, really.
Dan MacGyver Tait, everybody.
Really wish that was my middle name.
I
But
mean,
alas.
it can be.
It can be. Okay. This might be.
Now, if this doesn't work, are you going to take another stab at this old tack of mine?
Probably, yes, to be honest with you.
Are you saying tack of yours?
I know, it's good, right?
Nice.
I've had it since I was a little boy.
Aw.
Yeah,
So that's like 12 years?
that's like last Thursday.
Oh, nice. Aw.
Yep.
You're so grown up now.
I got this guitar in 99.
99.
Yeah. The great Tom Wilson told me to get one because they never go out of tune.
They don't. I got a tack at home.
They're warriors. You can fly with them, and as long as Air Canada doesn't hate your music and jump on it, then you'll be okay.
This is a course in road repair.
No kidding. Ryan, would you like to jump ahead while we figure out our technical
Well,
difficulties?
yeah, but you did your song intro though, and I'm still hanging on to the thing that you did the great intro
Just like visualize.
on the micro and the
Keep it up
macro.
there, right? Economics. Did I take it? No, never. Once in my life.
Hey man, play my guitar.
Got her.
Oh, look at that.
Cross your fingers, you guys.
Okay.
Well, shit.
Okay.
I don't know. Thank you for trying.
Of course. All right.
All right.
Swap guitars.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sweet.
It's on, right?
Thank you so much.
you got it.
All right, back to regularly scheduled programming.
I think I might have to turn it up. I don't know. I think that's on now.
One way to find out. All right, remember that whole intro to that song I had? Keep it up there. This is called Sight Unseen. I'm not a body of water. I'm strong but don't want to carry a ship. You're half-mast and you're asking for a little direction 'cause you lost your rudder and can't swim. I'm not a body of work. You can't flip through my pages and dog-ear my words. My margins aren't a place for you to scribble some shit about how you think that all I write about is you. Just because I carry you well doesn't mean it's not heavy. Feels like a knife at a gunfight. You ask why I'm not ready. I'm a sight unseen. Hold me with reverence and touch me with ease. Body of land. You can't sow your seeds and walk away and expect me to tend to it. I feel like my garden is fruit bound and grown. If I need help, I'll let you know. Just because I carry it well doesn't mean it's not heavy. Feels like a knife at a gunfight. You ask why I'm not ready, I'm a sight unseen. Hold me with reverence and touch me with ease. You mistake this for love and miles for going somewhere I had no intention of. I'm not a place to hide, I'm no free ride, but somewhere I've been right all along. Just because I carry it well doesn't mean it's not heavy. Feels like a knife at a gunfight. You ask why I'm not ready, I'm a sight unseen. I'm a sight unseen. Just because I carry it well doesn't mean it's not heavy. Feels like a knife at a gunfight. You ask why I'm not ready, I'm a sight unseen. I'm a sight unseen. I'm a sight unseen. But touch me with these. Thank you. The longest preamble to a song I think I have ever done in my life. All you.
Is it working?
Sure is.
I broke this guitar in half once at the Media Club in Vancouver, and it wasn't even cool. It was during sound check. I was opening for this guy from San Francisco. He's a folk singer. His name's Joe Purdy. He's fantastic. He's real fucking miserable, but he's a real fantastic songwriter. And so I was opening for him, and he's a little taller than me. I get that a lot. And so after he had done sound check, I was adjusting the microphone stand to little man size for me, and my strap came loose, and the neck busted off. And he was a strange guy. He'd been drinking bourbon all day. That's where he gets his good songs. And he said, I guess you're going to have to use mine. And I ended up having to use his 1953 Gibson little parlor. And I'm like, you're gonna put that in my hands after what you just saw me do? Such a good guy. But anyway, I actually had Aerosmith's guitar tech fix this guitar. His name is Barry Ewart, and he has a shop in Vancouver, and he's cool. But he said he didn't want to go on tour with Aerosmith because cocaine. He doesn't want to do cocaine anymore. So this one's for Barry Ewart. It's a little bit of a... my banter at the end of my tours gets weirder and weirder. I'm on this tour learning how to play my new songs. You can record them, but you don't know them yet until you play them in all kinds of different situations. So this is about being positive and consuming positive material, especially when you're out on the road. And with that in mind, I just completed the Dahmer series. It was delightful. One day I'm gonna get it right. Remember to live before they turn out the light. Swim out past the dark, drive until I'm lost. One day I'm gonna read the news. Everybody got along for an hour or two. With just a little face to face, this could be a better place for us all. Somebody wise with the right set of eyes, they told me, take your time and feed your mind with light. Sometimes she's an empty cup, Cold as the pole up north and tough, but the bottom doesn't last. When I'm going somewhere fast, I color outside the lines and step outside the old design. There's nothing out there that really terrifies me as I finally take my place. Yeah, I'm gonna take more than enough space. Somebody wise with the right set of eyes, they told me, take your time and feed your mind with light. Somebody wise with the right set of eyes, they told me, take your time and feed your mind with light. One day I'm gonna get it right. Remember to live before the turn of the light. Do these things I write about. Believe these words that come out of my mouth. Somebody wise with the right set of eyes, they told me, take your time and feed your mind with light. Somebody wise with the right set of eyes, they told me, take your time and feed your mind with light. Light, light, yeah. You gotta feed your mind with light. Thank you. Thanks so much.
All right.
Dan, thanks for noodling.
It was noodly. It was just a little bit noodly, but that's a fun song. It's a fun song to play on.
Thanks, man.
I gotta get better at playing harmonica in minor keys. Mystery. Relative minors, got them. Still, playing the harp is still space to me. All right. I'm not sure what I'm going to play. I think I'm going to do, speaking of weird banter and weird songs, this is a song I've been playing quite a bit recently, and I'm going to the studio in a couple weeks to record it. And I recorded it, or I wrote it in Chilliwack of all places. Some of you have been here and heard my story about it. Long story short, I was pretty isolated long before we knew what isolation meant. And I was living on a music venue in Chilliwack and maybe enjoying a little bit too much marijuana and a little bit too much of the fungal fruits that seem to pop up everywhere in Chilliwack. And I was alone in a hot tub every night and thinking about weird things. And I love anti-heroes. I'm a big believer in the anti-hero, and the ultimate anti-hero in my mind is the Great Grim Reaper. Because, they're just doing a job. Nobody likes them. Nobody wants to see them, but they're just doing a job. And what's more, it's for eternity. So, there's some perks. They get to travel a lot and meet lots of people, but, it's the same interaction, or the same probably 4 interactions. So this is my song about the Grim Reaper, and maybe, open your mind to thinking about the Grim Reaper's job situation. Anyways, this is called Grim. That's a different song. There it is. And I have to give this context for this song every time, because if I don't, it sounds like I'm romanticizing a serial killer. You'll understand in a second. I met a girl at the smoke shop yesterday. It's a shame that I'm gonna have to take her away. Spare the grim details from her family. She was gonna have to go anyway. Right? That's a serial killer through and through. But really, then I met a young man in Busan. He was walking around, shaking hands, handing tickets out for heaven, I understand. Till he tripped and he fell on a rubber band. Oh, I'm not as scary as you might be. Oh, and I'm as lonely as Professor Fig. Oh, and though this job really stinks, I'll hold your hand when you reach the brink. Business trip in a town down in Mexico. I met myself a rowdy pair of gringos. Had too much tequila reposado. Kinda made a sad Cinco de Mayo. Under the time near the peak of Mount Everest, I caught up with an investor from Texas. Near the summit he get a little reckless. That's the last time they ever saw him. I'll hold your hand when you reach the brink. Met a girl at the smoke shop yesterday. It's a shame that I'm gonna have to take her away. Spare the grim details from her family. She was gonna have to go anyway. Oh, I'm not as scary as you might be. Oh, and I'm so lonely I can't breathe. Oh, you know this time I'll hold your hand. I'll hold your hand. I'll hold your hand when you reach the brink. Thanks, my friends.
Thanks, Ryan.
And I do want to say, I want to mention one more time, this is a free music night, but we have two easy ways to tip our musicians. Both are hard-working writers, and if we didn't have writers, what would we have? So we have an easy cash tip jar right at the front, and we also have a super easy to see, super easy to use QR code donation thing right here above the kitchen. Feel free to just flash your phone at that, throw $1 million into our tip jar, and we'll make sure our artists get taken care of, because this Redbird Free Music Night exists because of the generosity of our patrons.
That was good. That was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Good
Tait.
plug.
Tight. All right. I did it.
You did it. This next one, what am I gonna play? I like to write a lot of songs with metaphors. Like, the writer in me gets very satisfied when I can see a metaphor from start to finish, and just like, I don't know, it gives me great satisfaction. But every once in a while I'll hear a song that has like very specific, vivid details in it, and I'm like, I would like to do that. I don't know if I can, but I tried. This song is called Put It Down Fast. It's about the drive home from somewhere, whether that's a vacation or a trip or a business or whatever. But like having that like hotel bar matchbook and finding it later and you're like, wow, look at all these memories. But I decided to make that into a song. This is called Put It Down Fast. You took a matchbook from the hotel bar, put it in your pocket as you walked to the car. I'd take up smoking if you offered me a light, but you've always been the keepsake kind. The glow of the streetlight spills out on the road. You light up in time to a song that you showed me. I take up singing and you harmonize, but we're always a little behind. If you said to jump, I would jump and fall and break into a run. That meant keeping up, but would you write me a song if I asked? Would you write me a song if I asked? Put it down fast. We crossed the border at 11:45. Rain hits the roof, muffles the sound. We drive in silence, our sweet reverie, but you turn water into words for me. You said to jump, I would jump and fall and break into a run. That meant keeping up, but would you write me a song if I asked? Would you write me a song if I asked? Put it down fast. If I could spin this moment and turn it to gold, if we could drive on forever and never go home, I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay. If you said to jump, I would jump and fall and break into a run. If that meant keeping up, but would you write me a song if I asked? Would you write me a song if I asked? If you said to jump, I would jump and fall and break into a run. If that meant keeping up, but would you write me a song if I asked? Would you write me a song if I asked? Would you write me a song if I asked? Put it down fast. Thank you. Pass that on over.
How you feeling about the Takamine?
It's all right. I like it. So far, so good. I will say I feel very exposed without a guitar with me. It's like my emotional support guitar. I don't know what to do without it.
It's definitely a comfort thing. I could never do stand-up because that's naked. That's naked.
Naked and afraid.
Naked and afraid.
Yeah.
It's like the show.
As the hit TV show, yeah.
Which was about comedians, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
All right. This one I'm going to dedicate to the woman in the turquoise. I love her. This is a song that I'm playing a lot of my new stuff, and
Thanks, Sean.
this is my 23rd year doing this. And there's been times where I wanted to turn the car around and cut it out. And no, tonight's not one of those times. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
I never.
But what it inevitably ends up happening is I write another song and then I want to share it with people, most people, and then the whole cycle starts again. So this is a tune dedicated to me. It's called "A Song Can Change Your Mind." Pacific, on the way to catch a break. A couple of Canadian kids on the run in LA, doing what you do in the Rainbow Room, looking to lose your mind, writing on songs that we thought were strong enough to save our lives. We were young, we were lost sometimes. Maybe break even, maybe say we'd leave it behind. You know a song can change your mind. Always. In the corner of a crowded room, 2 steps from Jackson Brown, I try to lean in closer to hear what he talked about. And maybe I'll call my grandma from the lobby of this place. Even if I feel invisible, I'll tell her I'm doing great. 'Cause when I'm gone, yeah, I'm lost sometimes. It doesn't matter what I do, where I go, maybe when I'm bleeding the blues, it's by design. You know a song can change your mind. You know a song is gonna stop time. Somewhere back behind me is a story I'll tell someday, when I'm too old to hit the road and before I fall away. A dream that a kid like me once had, writing in his room, that his song might be played loud sometime in front of a crowd like you. 'Cause when I'm gone and I'm lost sometimes, doesn't matter what I do, where I go, what I find. Maybe there's more ahead than what's behind. You know a song is gonna change your mind. You know a song is gonna change your mind. You know a song will come in time. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thanks, folks.
What do you think, Redbird? Should we do one more round? One more round? I would love to do one more round. How are you guys feeling up here? You want to do one more round?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? All right.
One more banger.
Do they have to be bangers? I wrote, while I was down there, I started and I got the chorus line after a particularly long night, particularly bad night, and found I had to deal with a blown transmission in the state I was in the next morning. So this is maybe some advice for any other musicians that are, if you're willing to take it. This is called Mama Nature's Weed. I've been rolling for years on down that path. I've been tasting bumps of the devil's white wrath. You can call me hypocrite, call me full of shit. I still don't know, but after all these years, I'm done with it. So get off the coke and have a smoke of Mama Nature's weed. Never guess why it's the best in brownies or in tea. No more sleepless nights staring at the lights and grinding your teeth. I say get off the coke, have a smoke of Mama Nature's weed. It's been difficult, but I ain't giving up. But some of my good friends, they still can't get enough. But that high ain't great and the evil has no point. You know, I think instead I'm gonna smoke myself a joint. I said get off the coke, have a smoke of Mama Nature's weed. Never guess why it's the best in brownies or in tea. No more sleepless nights staring at the lights and grinding your teeth. I say get off the coke, have a smoke of Mama Nature's weed. Now I ain't saying that quitting, that is very easy. But that white stuff's always left me feeling a little too sleazy. And I see friends come and I see them go. What I give, oh, just to see them again without the blow. I say get off the coke, have a smoke of Mama Nature's weed. Never guess why it's the best in brownies or in tea. No more sleepless nights staring at the lights and grinding your teeth. I said get off the coke, have a smoke of Mama Nature's weed. Or don't.
Buddy.
Thank you. That's my confessional.
You want to play a Taylor?
I'll play it too.
Yeah?
Yeah. Switch her up.
Nice.
Thanks. Oh, Old Faithful.
You know, normally I play takamine. Normally my takamine is my go-to instrument, but I looked at her tonight and I haven't played this 216 for a few weeks. It's not bad. I love it. It's my buddy was trying to convince me to sell it and get a different guitar, and I'm like, I know this guitar. I like this guitar.
Damn right. I sold my Martin. Like my my fanciest guitar I had.
I was thinking about buying it, and then I was like, Dan.
No, but it doesn't. I don't want you to have it because it wasn't that good. It doesn't matter what it says on the headstock. You know what I mean?
It's true.
It's just how do you feel about it?
Exactly.
We're hijacking Michaela right now.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I love this. This is fine. This is great. No, don't be. This one is a brand new one that literally not one single soul has heard, unless you're my landlords, in which case you might have. But they haven't given me notes, so I don't know how they feel about it. This one is another feeling song, as I do. This one is about trying to fit into somebody else's life and not having a very successful time at it, and trying to not feel like a square peg in a round hole, and working on the balance of, pivoting around, see if you fit while not rounding down your edges too much, And again, being marginally unsuccessful at it. This is called God Forbid. Work in progress. This place isn't big enough for me. I'd be lying if I said that I fit. There's no space to grow, there's no room to show that if I bend, I break my own neck. This space isn't warm enough for me. I can't light my own fire every time. You said you'd have matches, but what are the chances that I turn the spark into light? If I were a puzzle, I'd hope you'd be part of the sky. But your edges are jagged and look like the wrong shade of right. You sleep through the day and I'm up with the sun. I'm making plans and you're righting wrongs, and I'm trying to see where I fit. Not full to bend or given. God forbid. This house isn't strong enough for me. One storm and the roof will cave in. I need something to lean on and somewhere to sleep without fear of rubble and wind. If I were a puzzle, I'd hope you'd be part of the sky. But your edges are jagged and look like the wrong shade of right. You sleep through the day and I'm up with the sun. I'm making plans and you're righting wrongs, and I'm trying to see where I fit. Not full to bend or given. God forbid. I watch my step so I don't trip over the shadow in the corner of my former self. I'm waiting for the night to come home and find you've left the light on for me. If I were a puzzle, I'd hope you'd be part of the sky. But your edges are jagged and look like the wrong shade of right. You sleep through the day and I'm up with the sun. I'm making plans and you're righting wrongs, trying to see where I fit. Not full to bend or given. God forbid. This place isn't big enough for me. I'd be lying if I said that I fit. Thank you.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
my
thanks.
favorite one.
Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Michaela Bray. Let's keep it going.
Thanks, friends.
Yeah.
I kept hearing. I'm sorry, we're gonna just produce this right now. I kept
Live
hearing,
off the floor. I like this.
I kept hearing like a descending, like a hook thing, like that a Git would do. You know. Something like that, you know.
I like that.
Man,
We'll talk.
she's good.
I like
man.
it.
That was beautiful. I enjoyed
you.
that a lot.
Thanks.
And you know what? Since I guess I'm the last cat to do stuff tonight,
Sure are.
one thing was striking to me, just how well both of these human beings sing. Yeah.
Likewise, dude.
No, like the tone. The tone's great. Okay, now let's. Okay, this is the last. I'm last up. So let's choose your own adventure, Kelowna. It's Tuesday. Okay. We got options here. Do you want a Canadian love song? Do you want? Someone said no. I fucking heard you.
No.
Okay, all right, strike that from the record. Do you want a song about selling my grandparents' house, or do you want the song that got me radio play in the United States for the first time?
Ooh, yeah, grandparents' house. I'm so with you, but I'm biased because I know the song and it's my favorite Ryan McMahon song.
See, I don't. I just like emotional connections to things, specifically grandparents. They're sometimes great.
We're going to Grandma's house?
Yeah.
Right? I know.
No, I can't play them both because no.
You know, I'd love to have them play both, but we got to have consequences to our choices, right?
That's right. No, you guys chose, and you know what? The Grandma and Grandpa song, Bob and Phyllis. I had fantastic grandparents. They were. My grandfather was a dirty old man, and his name was Bob, and her name was Phyllis. And he wasn't like a stuffy old grandpa by the fire with the pipe and the paper. He was telling me dirty jokes when I was 11 and giving me my first lucky on Vancouver Island. That's who my grandfather was. And so I miss him a lot. He was my first audience. So I wrote them this song when we had to deliver the family home to new buyers, which was a really hard thing for me to do. So thank you so much for inviting me to do this. This was something I haven't done on this tour at all, and I feel like I'm inspired to do the rest of my dates and get back home to my family. Thanks. This is called This House Is Not For Sale. You're extremely polite, Kelowna. This is a wonderful room. Thanks for coming here. I mean, I know they have beer. I'm not dumb. But it's a really nice, like you guys are all really nice and all different demographics and everything, all getting along and shit. It's great. Wait till after? Okay. Okay, on with the show. Thanks, Redbird. '64, a little old lady in the doorway, maybe the World Series on the radio. I'll be home later, a rotary phone call away, dear. Highball in hand with the neighbors, nowhere to go. So keep it all here, leave it this way forever. Nobody's gonna love this land in a better way. So keep it all here, make me 8 years old forever. If somebody comes along to buy us, you tell them this house is not for sale. Chevrolet parked out front, a cigarette pompadour haircut, roses in the garden and the kids throwing hotter every year. Saturday up the mountain, Silver Lake, we lost count. When we get home, I left dinner for the whole damn town. So keep it all here, leave it this way forever. Nobody's gonna love this land in a better way. Keep it all here, make me 8 years old forever. If somebody comes along to buy us, you tell them this house is not for sale. Yeah. Strawberries bleeding out of the buckets, the cases of beer in the backyard every summer. If I take the batteries out of the clouds, we can stay black and white for just a little while longer. Yeah. So keep it all here, leave it this way forever. Nobody's gonna love this land in a better way. Keep it all here, make make me 8 years old forever. If somebody comes along to buy us, you tell them this house is not for sale.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan McMahon. Keep it going.
Let's hear it for Kaylee doing sound for us tonight. Everybody, there's Kaylee.
Kaylee on the sound. Friends, I will mention it one more time. These free music nights stay free due to your generosity. Please hit the tip jar up front. We got Ryan on the road. We've got Michaela working hard. 2 jobs as a musician and a teacher in the day. Please take care of our artists because our artists take care of us. Also, if you don't have cash, there's a little wee QR code there or a big ass QR code up there. Just shine your phone up to that, and every one of the tips gets split between the artists tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and give it up one more time for Michaela Bray and Ryan McMahon. Open mics next.
Fucking love that song, Ryan. You got the cinema.